I got Vic Mensa. What's up, man?
What up? How you doing?
I am doing good. Now, the last time I talked to you, it was nice and sunny in LA.
Ooh, I missed that.
Yes, we were out there for the BET Awards, so now we're here in Philly. You're enjoying some of this air. I mean, I know you're from Chicago, so you're used to it right now.
I am from Chicago, and I do happen to live in LA right now.
Ah.
I've been leaving Chicago for the winter as long as I've been capable.
Smart man.
You know,
Smart
it's
man.
logic.
Well, let's talk about dark things, man. First of all, the video is very, very dark.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
I was inspired by like Alexander McQueen. We were referencing Wicca, kind of like dark art, magic, trying to channel some of that. Definitely also inspired by like Nine Inch Nails.
Okay. A little bit of rock up in there. Okay.
A lot of that. Mark Romanek, who's a director that did a lot of the best videos ever. And you know, I think that art has the duty to comfort the disturbed and disturb the comfortable.
I like that because I know when people look at that video, they're like, whoa, what's going on with Vic? Why this look all of a sudden?
See, it's funny because the next video that we shot for this tape for the Hooligans EP is for a record called In Some Trouble with Ty Dolla $ign. But I have this Chicago comedian named Corporate. He did all the skits for me on this project. So in between Dark Things and the song In Some Trouble I was just talking about, he has this skit where he calls me, he's like, man, yo, weekend, bro. Is everything good at home? You talking about?
And I was gonna ask you that because I'm listening to the lyrics. I was like, what's wrong, Vic? You okay?
Right.
We're going through depression. I'm like, do we need to ask
Is
you that?
everything
Like,
good at home?
Is everything okay, Vic? Because listening to the lyrics, I was like, oh, we're going a whole different way now.
Never gonna be all right, but I'm fine.
Okay. So let's talk about the Hooligans EP that's coming out actually next week.
Yes.
Next week. Let's talk about that more. You said you got Ty Dolla $ign on the track. I know you've worked with a lot of artists in the past. You worked with Kanye. You worked with Pharrell. You got the track with G-Eazy. Who else can we expect on this Hooligans EP?
There's a record called Rowdy with me and Herbo. One of my favorite records on there is a song called The One That Got Away featuring Uncle Charlie. He just really brought that Gap Band soul to it.
So it's kind of like you experiment with some different sounds on this Hooligans EP.
You know, I feel like I'm always I'm always using different sounds and referencing different music from different eras because that's what I'm inspired by and what I listen to. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I've always pulled inspiration from because I don't see music in such a like genre-defined way because it's just not the way that I consume music.
When you're in your zone, do you try to step away from every other music out there? Because I know you, like I said, you want that inspiration, but you just have to close your ears to everybody else's music so you don't duplicate the same thing.
I really do that. Yeah, I definitely do that. I don't listen to pretty much any new music. I'm only always listening to old music.
Okay.
I'll listen to here and there, like I listen to definitely people from Chicago, like my homies. I've been listening to the Lil Durk album like on repeat, just listening to that a lot. But for the most part, I really try not to listen to new music at all.
Like what's on your current list now that you're pretty much done with this? With your project, what's on your current list to check out these days?
I gotta listen to the Meek Mill. I
was
gotta
gonna ask you about that. I'm like,
that.
you in Philly, okay?
I gotta listen to the Meek Mill. I gotta dive into that because you know I like to listen to music with a perspective, something to say, and obviously Meek got a lot to say right now.
Yeah.
And just besides being one of the best rappers in the game, he also has a lot to say right now. So I'm excited to listen to that. I don't know what's on my little Spotify thing.
Looking at it right now, huh?
I'm gonna just see what's going on.
Well, you know I got to talk about the Cypher. I got to bring that up with you. You know, I definitely know that you stand up for some causes because you talked about the Flint, Michigan water issue. And of course, you talked about domestic violence. You kind of made some people upset when you did the Cypher on the BET Hip Hop Awards.
All right.
I know you issue a type of apology also via social media. It was an apology more towards the mother, but not, of course, for the things you said about, you know, a person dealing with domestic violence. What's your take on things now, looking back at how all the backlash you received about it?
Man, you know, I think that in this life and when you've made a commitment to be someone that follows hard truths, keeps a 100, a stack, damn near a milli, a billy. I might keep it a billy. You're gonna bump heads and you know you'll run into opposition, but that doesn't make the things that you stand for any less necessary. I also think that as a man, you know, it's power, it's strength to be able to recognize where you might have misstepped or missed your mark or your point. and be able to apologize to something, you know, and I said those things in that rap because I meant them.
Right.
Whereas I also pre-taped it and had no clue about who would be in the audience and never have an intention to hurt someone's mother. You know what I mean? Like that's not why I say the things I say. You know, I'm not that type of person.
That's
actually, you know, it's like, and I did the internet thing, but I reached out to his mother, you know what I'm saying, and sent my condolences to her personally.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. I like that. All right. But the Hooligans, are you ready to drop that? Are you ready? Like, this is your baby right now?
100%. And you know, I'm just focused on it. I got a lot of music, and the Hooligans project is representative of a lot of different energies that I wanted to express musically. It's a part of like almost a series. Like I have another project that I'm doing, this punk rock album.
Okay. So wait, is this a series starting from now or from the autobiography?
From now.
Okay. All right.
You know, really it's kind of like a world I'm trying to create between this Hooligans project and the punk rock album that I'm far underway with and, you know, planning to release in the spring.
How you think your fan base will feel about you switching up to punk rock?
I don't know. I mean, I think they'll like it. It's really dope.
Okay.
It's punk rock music with like programmed trap drums and like very topical, but also like ambiguous and fun and then aggressive and violent, you know, all at once. And I did it in this way so that I could present these different sounds, you know, and not have to like mash them and compromise them and try to make everything fit into one album, you know?
Okay.
I had these different sounds and these different things I was trying to express. And I wanted them to have their own respective vessels.
So I like the fact that you're giving us Hooligans as like a little Christmas treat. You gave us a hint also about the next series with the punk rock sound. Speaking of Christmas, though, what's Christmas looking like in Vic Mensa's home?
Oh, we got to get a Christmas tree, man. We was just talking about that. I'm down with that. We got to get a Christmas tree. My family is actually flying from Chicago out to
LA,
California.
Okay.
I don't know exactly where we're staying. Somewhere weird that my mom picked, but it's a little bit south.
So y'all keep it more traditional when it comes down to the holidays?
Usually we're in Chicago.
Okay.
Like pretty much I guess last Christmas I took my family out to Jamaica. That was amazing.
All right.
And every year before that, you know, we pretty much been in Chicago. I just been like, you know, my family been going through a lot, and it's just been so, you know, when it rains, it pours, man. It's like
one thing after another. Yeah.
Health issues, mental health issues. It's like my family been going through so much. So I think that a little bit of sunshine for all of them would be really beautiful.
Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Okay. Who knew that you would be a little traditional for the holidays? Because I know with me, I'm not. It'll be like, look, who cooking? I mean, are we going to someone's house? Because I'm not cooking this year. So I like to hear when people say they stick to the traditional things in their family.
You know, I've been cooking too these days. I've been jumping in. You know, for the last holiday, you know, I jumped in, Thanksgiving or whatever. I jumped in and I whipped the mac and cheese. I ain't gonna hold you.
Okay.
It was Patti LaBelle's recipe too.
But you did a little twist on it or
With
something?
my own little twist.
All right. So wait, what's your specialty for the holidays and stuff like that?
My role would have to be mac and cheese at this point.
At this point?
Yeah.
All right. So
That
we ain't got to worry about
cheese-
somebody else bringing over the mac and cheese.
Three
right?
cheese smack and cheese. That's what I call
Oh, that's what you call it?
3 cheese smack and cheese. Yeah.
Vic Mensa hanging out in the building with us. If you guys have not checked out that Dark Things video, you definitely got to check it out. He's okay though. If you listen to the lyrics, he said he's okay. Hooligans comes out on the 14th.
Yeah, December 14th.
And you said as far as the punk rock series, when can we expect that?
Like spring of next year.
Oh, so it's kind of like a back-to-back type thing.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the intention.
All right. So y'all look out for that as well. Do we have a title for it?
No, we don't have a title for the project, for the actual album, but it's tied into a clothing line I do that's called 93 Punks.
Okay.
So it's all right around there.
Nice. All right. So y'all look out for that in the springtime. Vic, appreciate you for coming through, man, and happy holidays to you.
Oh, happy holidays to you. You got the holiday cheer. This
I
the
know,
first
I got the
Christmas
studio
tree I
all
seen.
decorated.
Real talk. It just became Christmas today.
Yeah,
For me,
see?
this the first Christmas tree I seen on Stone.
Hey, y'all keep it right where you got it. The Phillies Power at 89.